Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Abigail, and I make videos about special needs and health issues and feeding tubes. So, for today's video, I wanted to share some advice that I've learned over the past few months since getting my feeding tube. Before I got my feeding tube, I was having health issues before. If you don't know, I was born with a rare birth defect called congenital diaphragmatic hernia, and it affects a lot of things, but basically some of my insides were in the wrong place, or in the wrong spot when I was born, and I had multiple surgeries to fix different things. And in 2019, I was having a surgery to correct something, and a nerve got hit and caused gastroparesis, which is where my stomach is partially paralyzed. And then we found out a while back that I have a hernia. My hernia came back, and we couldn't really fix it because I was going to have a second surgery to fix my hernia again, and my insides had moved, and there's a lot of scar tissue, and things were like hooked together, and it was just a lot. And they worked on me, and they couldn't fix anything. Any of my insides that they tried to put back in the right spot, things were like connected to each other, and it would have been really, really dangerous to fix. And so I recently, I think it was like back in April, maybe, something like that, I got a feeding tube, and I am on continuous feeds other than to shower or change clothes. So anyways, I wanted to share some things that I've learned over the last few months of having a feeding tube. And if you're watching and you have health issues, maybe this will be some good advice. Maybe this will help you. So, I'm one of those kind of people that it's kind of hard for me to ask for help at times. I've gotten better at it over the past few months, but especially at the very beginning when we were like learning all about my feeding tube and stuff, it was kind of hard to ask for help for people, or somebody would ask if I needed anything, and I don't know if you would say I felt bad for asking, but it was like, I don't know, I guess it's maybe just my personality. Sometimes it's hard for me to ask for things. But like I said, over the years, I've gotten a lot better at it. And it might be something as small as our youth leaders take us to like out of town services, and sometimes like we have a church camp in June, and I'm not able to go like for the week because of my health stuff, but I do sometimes go for just some of the night services. That way I don't have to like spend the night there. And anyways, our youth leaders are really good at asking like if I need anything, like if I need help with anything, or like if they're gonna go get fast food like after a service, then they usually like get me a Sprite or something like that I can have. And I think it's really like helped me over the past few months that like if I need something, I know that like I can like don't be like scared to ask, because they basically treat us like they're kids. And another thing that having health issues has taught me is that it's okay to not be okay. I think it's easy to like have this mindset of like, oh, I'll be okay. And really, like, yeah, I'm getting the nutrition I need. I'm gaining good weight. That part is good. But the hard part is that I've been struggling with pain from my new tube. I've been dealing with some leakage. I think the leakage has gotten better than it once was, but when I first got it placed, it was like really bad. Um I still have um some irritation from the leaking. That's been kind of hard. Um just like little things like that. I've also been healing from an ear infection, so that's been kind of difficult. It's like when you deal with like one thing already and then or you have an ear infection and it also makes you feel bad, so it's like an added situation. Um but I did make a update page on Facebook. It is set to private for like, you know, my family and friends, a specific page like for my health stuff. And people have been like so supportive on there. And it really helps me to um be able to like invite people to the page and kind of just really be open about what I'm going through. Um Also like our church people are like very supportive. Um like there's like people in our church that like if I'm praying they'll like come find me just about every service and like pray with me. And um that's, you know, really sweet. um there's so many people that I know that make my health situation like their problem. Like it's not just like or our family is going through this type of situation, but it's more like, you know, coming together as a family or a church family. And it's it's really like amazing to see people reach out like they do and help. And sometimes it's the smallest things. Sometimes it's even like the smallest hugs or like I'm thinking about you. Um just sometimes it's the things that some people don't even realize how big of a difference that it makes. And we have I think that this is really, really sweet. So there's this lady in our church. She's an older lady, and every single service that she's there, she will come find me and give me a hug. Well, she lives with an older lady that takes care of her because this lady has special needs. And the lady that takes care of this other lady, she's really sweet too. I go find her because this lady is older, and this lady always gives me a hug and a kiss and always tells me that she loves me. And I think that that's really sweet. Um like I said, it's the small things that make a big difference. Um it's like, you know, it's very interesting because so many people like follow my journey that I don't even realize watch, not just on YouTube but also like on my other social media accounts. Like even Facebook and the other places I share my journey, and somebody will like bring something up that I'm like going through. I'm like, how'd you know that? And it's like, oh, you're like reading my journey. And it's really amazing to know that even though there's a lot of things about health issues that's difficult, that there's so many people that are there for you, that listen, and even if there's not really anything that they can like physically do about it, like even the people that will like listen to you, people that pray, the people that are just so encouraging. And I like to have a mix of being very real with also a mix of, I enjoy the really happy times, the funny moments, but there's also a lot that's really, really hard that I do go through. But my main thing is just never give up, because you don't know who you're helping. And it's okay to admit, like, if you're struggling with something, but like, keep going forward, because I know that sharing my life helps people, and I want to be as positive as I can to hopefully help somebody else. So, that's some of my advice, is to just let people be there for you, let people help any way they can, and I guess let people care, because so many people have reached out through this situation, and it's been amazing to see all the support. And I'm very thankful for all of y'all that watch my journey, being able to make these videos and talk about my journey. It might seem different, like talking about it to like strangers, but being able to make this community and talk about what I go through, I get so many comments of, oh, I'm going through something similar, or your videos help. So thank you all for the support. Be sure that you subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.